Khalif, last game, I think the bench scored 5 points. Now you guys get points on the bench. What do you see from those guys?
Yeah, we know Jake coming off the bench, and Dalton coming off the bench, and TJ coming off the bench. We know, Jake and Dalton in particular, they're going to get more comfortable as the season goes on. And I think Dalton played his best game today, and he made some shots and made a couple plays, playing with just a lot more comfortable, a lot more confidence, and playing a lot more comfortable. And Jake, as far as Jake hit some open shots, and I mean, he played good for us too. So as time goes on, they're just gonna keep getting more comfortable, and hopefully they keep helping us out.
What can Dalton do that we haven't seen yet?
Dalton, I mean, he's big and strong. He probably can be one of our best defenders. And I mean, he's strong. He's aggressive. He can get to the rim. I mean, right now he's hitting open shots, and we find them, and he's hitting threes right now. But he can do a lot more. And I think as the season goes on, he's gonna show you.
Scootie, how good are Higgins and Sadler compared to some of the guys that you go up against? How tough a matchup are those guys compared to some of the other guys? Because they don't really get the credit.
I think going into the day we knew we was going to have a tough matchup. Both of those guys being extremely good. So I think that those guys come out and they ready to play at each and every game, even though they just come off a loss. So I think I knew they was going to be ready, and I knew they was going to look to attack. But both of those guys can do pretty much anything you need them to do on the court. So I think it was a tough matchup for us, but it's something that we can learn from.
How do you guys feel after this victory? I mean, it seems like you guys couldn't put them away, but then it seems like whenever you need to come back and make a huge jumper or a three or a foul shot, you made it.
I mean, it's just sometimes letting the game come to you. Sometimes it's just the opportunity presents itself. You gotta knock it down. So I think us two being leaders, we just had to find a way to get the job done. And I think they're a tough group of guys. So I think they're gonna be successful as well. So I think we just came through in the clutch and made shots.
Scootie, after the last game, you talked about how shots were going to fall in the next game. You guys opened up 8 of 16 from 3. It wasn't as high in the second half, but can you talk about just how it comes and goes?
I mean, that's how it is. You never know when somebody's gonna have a good day. You never know when somebody's gonna make shots. And I think we made shots, but we could have made other plays. And I think that that percentage in the first half helped us out a lot. And I think we tried to carry it over, but the shots wasn't falling. We just had to make a run somehow.
Scootie, what do you think separated your club from Delaware today down the stretch in those final 2 minutes?
Yeah, I think just toughness, compete, toughness, foul shots that we made. And I think those guys had open shots. They just didn't knock them down. They made that run earlier in the game. And I think, it was just, for us, it was just a toughness issue.
Khalif, you had a beautiful pass at the end of the first half. Can you just take me through that play and what you saw on the court?
We just went pick and roll at the end of the clock, and they switched it, and made a move on Baptiste, and Scootie's man helped, and I just gave Scootie the ball, and Scootie made a big shot.
Khalif, you fell once shy of your career high with 7. Is it, you're more of a scorer, but sometimes is it even more fun dishing it out and setting guys up?
I'm having fun trying to get my teammates involved. I mean, I know shots are going to come, offense is going to come, so I mean, just try not to think about it, just try to go out there and make the right play, whatever it is, whether it's a shot or it's a pass from one of my teammates.
What do you guys see from TJ and Will today? What are each one of them bring to the table?
TJ?
I mean, TJ just, we know what we're going to get out of him each and every day. He's not going to hurt us in no way. He's a very unselfish type of guy. He just want to, he want to help the team win in any way possible. So I think, and then for Will, I think it's just, his quickness, his willing to defend, his willing to do whatever it takes on offense. So I think those two guys is real key to our program, and I think they're going to help us out in the long run.
Khalif, is it kind of still the same way in Dump's system where it helps to have a true point guard, but you don't necessarily have to have one? Whether Will starts the game, TJ comes in, you get your assists. Is it more a situation where we just need a guy to bring the ball up the floor, set the play up, and then we start cutting and moving after that?
Yeah, I mean, we're not running no real. It's not. You don't really need a true point guard, I guess you could say. I mean, we just need somebody who get us in a set, and then the set plays it out, like whatever. Sometimes I end up with the ball at the end of the shot clock and have to make a play, but other times, I mean, Will can do it, Scootie can do it. So just how the flow of the game really is not really a true point guard, I guess. But I mean, if you're out there, everybody's pretty much capable of doing what other people can do. So trying to be interchangeable.
Scootie, how important was depth in this game? You guys had 8 people score, and it was really, for them, it was really 2 guys doing all the scoring.
was extremely helpful to us. I think Jake coming off the bench and Pep coming off the bench. I think those two guys could have had they just missed shots in the first two games, and I think going into this game there was more focus and there was more confidence in themselves, as Khalif said earlier. So I think with more and more people scoring and take the pressure off of us too, Delaware and Ant to come through. So I think they're gonna be great for us in the next couple of games. We got a big stretch coming up, so I think those two was great today.
Scootie's got Devontae Watson any closer playing it. Maybe I know it's not your call on this stuff, but I mean a game like today where Anthony got in foul trouble, you guys go down and body up there. Is he, from what you see of him in practice, is he any closer to contributing?
He's coming along. He's coming along. He just got to develop a lot more. So I think it's our job to get those young guys minutes. Putting the game away early and getting the young guys minutes and more confidence in them. So I think Devontae, he's doing what he needs to do in practice. He's doing what he needs to do with extra stuff, and I think he's going to be a success to the team. Later on down the line. But as of now, I think he's still trying to progress and map out what coach don't need from him.
Were there times in the second half where I guess like Anthony was just one-on-one against him, and you guys had double on him before but didn't double, and then Anthony kind of, I guess, did you have to play careful because of the foul trouble?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. And sometimes we wanted to go double down, and you just got to watch how the play plays out. So I mean, I think Anthony could have did a better job, and I think he took the challenge for the most part. And Hayes is an extremely talented player on the offensive end. So I think he was just trying to not foul anymore so that he could try to help us as best as possible. So.
Any more? Thanks, guys.